Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido. And this week we are in a beautiful state park campground right on the Missouri River in Lake Oahe outside of Mobridge, South Dakota. While we're here, we're not only going to show you this beautiful state park campground, but we're also going to explore some of the history of Sitting Bull and the Standing Rock Indian Reservation while we're here. So stay tuned. Mobridge is a small town along the banks of the Missouri River in north-central South Dakota. Population around 3,200. It was named for its railroad designation, a contracted form of Missouri Bridge. It's located at the confluence of the Grand and Missouri Rivers, with numerous bridges crossing both waterways to enter the town. Mobridge is typical small-town middle America, with a compact downtown core that has seen its prosperity ebb and flow. Today, the Oahe Dam on the Missouri 50 miles to the south brings fishermen to Mobridge in search of trophy-sized walleye and bass. In fact, a stop on the Bassmaster Pro circuit is taking place here the week following our visit. We'll first focus on our campground before getting out to explore the area with you. For our visit to the area, we're staying in a beautiful electric-only site at the relatively lush Indian Creek State Recreation Area, operated by the State of South Dakota Division of Game, Fish, and Parks. Sites here with 20, 30, and 50 amp electrical service cost $20 per night, and are both reservable and generously spaced. There's a thoughtfully designed dump station with potable water, and there are a few water hydrants scattered throughout the park as well. Other facilities within the park include an indoor fish cleaning station, a marina, small restaurant, 2 boat ramps, and cabins for rent. This park has been quiet as a church mouse all week, but on the weekend, it's nearly full with South Dakota locals. During our week, Indian Creek experienced a prolific hatching of mayflies that are seemingly everywhere. Fortunately, mayflies don't bite or even annoy people, and their lifespan is only a short 24 hours. Within a day, they were gone.
Wow, I slept great last night. As a matter of fact, I haven't slept so well in an RV as I have for the past few months. Thanks to our new Brooklyn bedding mattress from our video sponsor, RV-mattress.com.
Improve your sleep while camping with a new RV mattress from our video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. They offer 4 different mattress constructions in 21 different sizes, depending on preference and price point. Everything from standard queen to all of those funky, odd RV sizes. Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all of its mattresses right at their factory in Arizona. And RVmattress.com ships them right to your door for free, all rolled up and compressed in a vacuum seal. Just cut the wrap to unroll the mattress onto your bed, then cut the vacuum seal. For our mattress, Brooklyn Bedding starts with a layer of high-density foam for a supported base. Just above the base, an 8-inch core of over 1,000 individually encased coils provides the essential support. Immediately above the coils is a 1-inch layer of memory foam and 2-inch layer of hyper-elastic Titan Flex foam. Finally, at the very top is a 1.5-inch layer of antimicrobial Copperflex foam with Titan Cool, which when paired with a PCM surface infusion that Brooklyn Bedding calls Glaciotex, is designed to maintain an ideal sleep body temperature of 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Every Brooklyn Bedding mattress from RVmattress.com comes with both a 10-year warranty and a 120-night risk-free sleep trial. Thank you to RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for giving us a chance to try out their mattress so we could share our experience with you. And thanks, too, for a discount code to pass on to our Grand Adventurers. Visit RVmattress.com/GrandAdventure to get 20% off your mattress with promo code GrandAdventure. Within the Standing Rock Reservation, directly across from Mobridge, is the final resting place of legendary Hunkpapa Lakota leader Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull was born along the banks of the Grand River near Mobridge in 1831. Following the defeat of General George Custer's forces at the Battle of Little Bighorn in eastern Montana in 1876, the U.S. government forced many Lakota to surrender. Sitting Bull refused, and in 1877, he led his band north to what is now Saskatchewan in Canada. He remained there until 1881, at which time he and most of his band returned to the U.S. territory and surrendered to U.S. forces, and was settled at the Standing Rock Reservation. After working as a performer with Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, Sitting Bull returned to the Standing Rock Agency in South Dakota. When he was killed by non-Hunkpapa Dakota police on the Standing Rock Indian Reservation during an attempt to arrest him, after the police were fired upon by Sitting Bull's supporters. Indian Service Agent James McLaughlin at Fort Yates ordered Sitting Bull's arrest, fearing that he would join the native ghost dance movement, intended to reunite the living with spirits of the dead, bring the spirits to fight on their behalf, end American westward expansion, and bring peace, prosperity, and unity to the Native American peoples throughout the region. Today, Sitting Bull's grave sits on this bluff overlooking the Missouri River, down a long, lonely road on the Standing Rock Reservation, across the Missouri River from Mobridge. Also at this site, visitors will find a monument to Sacajawea, the Shoshone woman who, in her teens, traveled with the Lewis and Clark expedition to explore the Louisiana Territory. Sacajawea traveled with the expedition thousands of miles from North Dakota to the Pacific Ocean, helping to establish cultural contacts with Native American people. This, however, was not Sitting Bull's first burial place. He was actually buried at Fort Yates, 45 miles to the north across the line in North Dakota, until 1953, when his family exhumed what were believed to be his remains and reinterred them here. It's a bit of a drive, but it's across beautiful Dakota prairie along the west bank of the Missouri River, and there are several sights to see along the way, so let's head up there. The Standing Rock Reservation of the Hunkpapa and Blackfoot bands of the Dakota Sioux Nation spans the border between North and South Dakota. By land area, it's the sixth largest Native American reservation in the U.S., about twice the size of the state of Delaware. The construction of St. Elizabeth's Mission, the first Episcopal mission on the Standing Rock Reservation, began in 1885 near Wapala, South Dakota, under the watch of Bishop William Hobart Hare. Reverend Philip J. Deloria, originally from the Yankton Band of Dakota, moved to Standing Rock once he was ordained to take over the running of the mission and minister the congregation at St. Elizabeth's until 1925. An enlarged boarding school opened in the fall of 1890. In the fall of 1902, around 60 students, boys and girls, mainly Lakota children from the Standing Rock Reservation, were enrolled at the school. Sioux Indian Chief Gall, who fought alongside Sitting Bull at Little Bighorn and traveled with him to Canada, converted to Christianity here in the Episcopal Church. The Fort Manuel Historic Site lies on the west bank of the Missouri River just south of the North Dakota line. Established in 1812 by Spaniard and Missouri Fur Company trader Manuel Lisa, Fort Manuel was among the first in the chain of fortified posts that ushered in the fur trading era of the upper Missouri. This is also the place where Sacajawea is believed to have died from an unknown illness in 1812 at an estimated age of 25. Fort Yates has been the tribal headquarters of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe since the Indian Agency was moved from its former location on the Grand River in 1873. It was renamed by the U.S. Army in 1878 to honor Captain George Yates, who was killed at the Battle of Little Bighorn. Since 1970, the population has declined markedly, from more than 1,100 residents as people have left for other locations for work. The population was only 176 at the 2020 census. We've found Sitting Bull's first burial site at Fort Yates. This guardhouse is the sole surviving structure of the former military fort at Fort Yates. It was built in the 1880s. The jail cells were located in the basement, and the barred windows of these cells can still be seen. Fort Yates remained in operation until 1903 as the last of the frontier forts in North Dakota to be abandoned. Standing Rock Reservation takes its name from a natural rock formation, about which there are many stories, but all speak of it as a woman and child who turned to stone. Today, this sacred stone stands on a monument outside the Standing Rock Agency's office in Fort Yates, humbly surrounded by several bollards in an asphalt parking lot.
Sometimes you just can't win them all. Here we are on Saturday, my only free day this week, and I was hoping to get out on Lake Oahe with the kayak. But as you can see, the weather's really not cooperating today. It's threatening to shower at any moment.
Hold on a moment. Scratch that. The skies have unexpectedly cleared, so let's get that boat out onto the water. No, you're not in the way at all. Okay. Thank you. Now, where was I again? Oh, wait, I remember.
Now, we're going to get ready to get packed up tonight and head off to far northwestern Iowa, to one of the more tourism-oriented sections of the state, known as the Great Lakes of Iowa. So we hope that you come along. If you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, this is the time. Go smash that little red subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure that we air every Wednesday evening. Now, we'd be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. Understand, it is extremely important to us that if you liked this episode, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, you're going to find the comment section, and we always love to hear from you after every grand adventure. So until next week, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.